going to play a game in these patterns. It's called precision or speed. You are the next contestant on is it precision or is it speed? Let's find out. Come on over here to the start box. Q, come along for the ride.
The biggest little YouTube channel on the entire interwebs. Woo!
I am in Pensacola, Florida, participating in my very first motorcycle rodeo. It is being held at Pensacola Harley Davidson, and it is put on by the guys at Lock and Lean. This is their 10th annual motorcycle skills competition. There's riders from all over the country, as well as from a few foreign countries like Germany, Brazil, and there may have even been someone there from California. Now, the course was set up for a novice section and an expert rider section. I registered for the novice section since this is my first rodeo, and I just didn't want to run over a bunch of cones. Other things that took place on this first day is that they also had seminars on different riding techniques.
Welcome. This is going to be the Brakeless seminar that we're going to teach. First thing, I got a question for you. How many people here hate to ride brakeless? Only one or two? Okay, the rest of you can leave. Y'all three just stay. All right, it's going to be for you guys. You know, a lot of people don't want to practice brakeless because it's hard. Well, what we're going to do in this seminar here is to try to explain to you why riding brakeless will absolutely enhance your ability to control your motorcycle.
I'm going to just talk about road speed braking a little bit, street speed braking. So the parking lot stuff is awesome, but you guys got to remember, like at some point, you got to get down the road and get back home. Sometimes you do it with a trailer from here, sometimes you jump on your motor, you head home. But most of us that ride, we don't just ride in parking lots. We're riding on freeways, we're riding on country roads, dirt roads, good surfaces, bad surfaces. And the number one thing that a lot of people lack at the basic level is braking at street speeds and then understanding those concepts. Right? So, if you ride in an anticipatory fashion, you're asking for trouble because all of a sudden now you're just sucked into your environment and you're controlled by your environment and you're riding scared. Don't ride scared, ride trained.
This was a very cool demonstration of rear brake only, and he's also going to do a demonstration of just using the front brake and then the proper way to brake. And you're going to see how much more stopping distance that you can get by applying both brakes properly.
point is, that was improper braking. That's how majority of riders are braking out there, because they don't know about the front brake and how to properly do it. That's the benefits of police motor officer training, is we use this as a tool for our job, so that's one of the most important lessons that we get out of it when we're done with our 80-hour course, okay? Because majority of our riding isn't done in the parking lots. It's a lot of fun, but it's going between places, so it's important to know the difference between life and death, maybe serious injury, or potentially saving yourself and the person that's on back, which is even more important. So, lesson to be learned is that front brake is your friend if you apply it appropriately.
Now, our first full day of riding, we got pummeled with rain. But the important thing that I learned is that you have a lot more traction in the rain than you might think. I've got a special guest, a guy I want to introduce you to. I'm not gonna call him my instructor anymore. I'm gonna call him my friend. This is Ronald McDonald. I mean,
I forgot my big nose at home. Dadgummit.
Introduce yourself, sir, to my
My name is Ken Grant here in Pensacola, Florida. I'm the local instructor for Lock and Lean here in Pensacola.
And so you are a retired Marine?
I am a retired Marine, 26 years,
26
avionics,
years, okay.
master gunnery sergeant. Yep.
Now, were you a police officer as well?
I was not a police
You
officer.
was not a police. Well, how did you get into this type of riding? What got you into this?
You know, I see this stuff on YouTube and all these other different places, and I'm like, man, I want to do that. And I tried a lot of different places, went to a lot of little schools, watched a lot of videos, but I really wasn't learning much. And then I found Ben Wolf with Lock and Lean. I went all the way to Rockford, Illinois, 1,000 miles from my house, thinking,
Wow.
why am I going 1,000 miles? When I went up there, it was like discovering plutonium.
Wow.
It's like he opened the curtain and showed me the way in, invited me in, and showed me the proper techniques. It's not tricks, it's nothing weird, it's all proper technique.
I learned one thing today, that if it's the only thing I learned, the whole trip was worth it. I got to work one-on-one with Ben Wolf. He is the founder and I guess the lead instructor is the proper term for Lock and Lean, and he gave me some great pointers on how to improve my right turns, and so I'm pretty excited about getting back home and practicing that.
In first place, novice division slow rod. I saw him getting a one-on-one private lesson with the master himself yesterday morning. He is from Memphis, Tennessee, Michael Q. Taylor. Now we come to the big award. It's like the Stanley Cup, it gets to travel. Well, it's going to travel again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is big Cone Master Trophy. It's going to Texas. Jump on!
So I had an absolutely fantastic time participating in my first motorcycle rodeo. I got to meet some really cool people from all over the place, from Germany and Canada, Brazil, all over the United States and other foreign countries like California. It was just an absolutely amazing weekend. I learned a lot. And I'm thinking about getting a new motorcycle. I may have to get rid of the Street Glide and get a Road King, because that's what a lot of people who do the rodeo seem to ride. And my bike kind of stood out like a sore thumb, but I'm really proud of myself because I think I did pretty well. But anyway, this is all I have. This is Q. I'm riding, I'm wrenching, and I am out.